everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero with this next part here. What happened? Well, let me get on the highway, then we'll explain, or I'll explain. Alright, so I was changing the winter tires for the summer tires because it's that time. If you remember from the last Full Throttle Thursday, I was talking about the overnight lows. Well, the overnight lows are pretty much around 40 degrees right now. Some nights they're a little bit higher than that. So that means it's clear to take the winters off and put the summers on. And what happened was I got the first tire this happened on. Jacked it up, totally fine. Winter tire came off, totally fine. Summer tire went on fine with the rims before I started putting the nuts on, the lug nuts. And then, I don't know if I cross-threaded one, or I don't know if something was misaligned with the rim, but the nut got stuck halfway on the stud, which is not a good thing because that was put on with the impact wrench. And then when I tried to use the impact wrench to get it off, that didn't work. It was stuck. So I had to get out a breaker bar, and the breaker bar broke. The breaker bar snapped the stud that's on the wheel hub. At first I was panicking, but I was like, this shouldn't be terrible because with disc brakes, with the whole setup, there's not really a lot of stuff. I was just wondering how the stud was staying on. So, texted a couple of friends. My cousin is actually a Subaru a sales manager, so I asked him, hey. So my cousin's actually a Subaru sales manager. Oh, interesting. An STI and a Focus ST. Just drove by. Anyway, I asked him, is it hard? I was like, no. But everything I also looked up to was saying, don't do highway driving if you don't have all of the lug nuts available. So there's 5 studs on the rim, on the wheel hub of this car. I have 4. That means there's extra load being put on the other 4, which is not good. So don't drive fast if that ever happens, meaning just do regular street driving around 30 miles per hour or under. So I did that. I went to AutoZone. I picked up a new stud that matched. And then I had to figure out how to get the stud off. So not as hard as I thought. In terms of the stuff you have to do, it's hard to get it off in terms of the strength. A couple good wallops. Quite a few good wallops on the stud, and it started to come right off. Which is actually what it's designed to do. It's not designed to come out easily. And then the new one goes in also with some force. There's splines on these studs. So you line up the spline, you start putting it in just with your hand to line it up. Then you have to get some pressure on it. I was trying to use vice grips. That didn't work. There wasn't enough space. So I found a little trick. That was to use an old washer. An old nut that's bigger than the stud to give some distance between the wheel housing, or the wheel hub, and the lug nut. So then the lug nut, with the impact wrench, as you slowly tighten it, it pulls the stud through. which it did, and it worked fine. So that all worked. And I learned how to take the calipers off because I had to take, again, the brake caliper off completely this time, not just the top piece, and the rotor, the disc. I had to take that off as well. But it wasn't terrible. So that's what happened. And that one pretty much wraps up this Full Throttle Thursday. A little bit of a learning experience. So a little bit different style Full Throttle Thursday this time. And I got some more Full Throttle Thursday stuff for you. Also, if you have any requests for things you want to learn about, I can do that as well. Just let me know in the comments. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. See you all in the next video.